everyone, it's Noor and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys some of the swaps that I made. And these are not just gonna be related to food, but also things that are related to my lifestyle, to my habits, and how they genuinely made me a better and healthier person overall. So if you guys wanna know some of the alternatives that you can use in order to make your life better, then keep watching. One of the things that genuinely made me healthier instantly is when I cut down refined sugar. When I first took that step, it was really hard for me to let go of like the chocolate, the sweets, all these things we enjoy eating, but we don't realize how bad they are for our health. Refined sugar is one of the worst things that you can eat. When I cut down refined sugar, what happened? My skin got clearer. I started losing fat in some areas. My energy became better. And just cutting it down has so many more benefits. And so instead of eating refined sugar, you can replace it with maple syrup, honey, sugar cane, fruits, of course, dates, and raisins. And you can also eat dark chocolate instead. This is the number one thing that I would say would instantly make you healthier, and you will see the difference, but you need to have discipline. Now, coming up next would be cutting out seed oils. They're not good for you. They cause heart failures and so many other problems that you really don't want to deal with, and they actually store up fats. So instead of seed oils, or cooking oil you could say, try to go for olive oil, coconut oil, or avocado oil. These are natural oils that are actually good for you. Now, next would be cutting out caffeine. Listen, this one, I know you're gonna be like, what are you talking about? That was exactly my reaction, but I really can't tell you guys how bad caffeine is for us. Caffeine removes all the magnesium from our bodies and it disrupts our brain activity. And so when I took that step of cutting out caffeine, I had more energy throughout the day. I felt more alive. I was feeling better about myself. I was sleeping better. I had more focus actually, and I felt like I didn't need anything to rely on because I literally cut down the thing that I relied myself upon in the morning. It would be the first thing I would put in my system, and that really was not good. So what I started doing is in the morning I would wake up and I would have a bit of lemon with Himalayan salt, or you could get sea salt, and I would mix them together and add a bit of water or warm water. It'll be the first thing I would drink in the morning. And that clears up my digestive system because lemon has antioxidants and it's really good for the body. Now, the next thing I cut down was sodas and sugary drinks, of course. No Pepsi, no 7-Up, none of that. So instead of sodas and fizzy drinks and energy drinks and all these things, I started drinking more water. I replaced it with coconut water, watermelon juice with zero added sugar. I would have sometimes sparkling water, and of course some smoothies to feel refreshed. This one is going to trigger a lot of people because I am a big snacker. I love to eat snacks, and it was really hard for me to cut down chips, you know, these popcorns that you eat when you go to the cinema. All these unhealthy snacks, I cut them down because they're putting so many different chemicals that we can't even read. What I actually did was find a healthy alternative that is genuinely good for me. For snacks, I would eat seaweed. I would have like cucumber, carrots with hummus. Also, instead of the hummus, you can do an avocado dip or guacamole. You can also eat healthy nuts, of course, and make sure you eat them in a moderate amount because they're high in calories. Now, before we move into the second category, hear me out. I started to eat an alkaline diet. A big thing that also impacted my health was when I started eating protein in the morning and then fruits later on throughout the day, and I would fast for about 16 hours. And when I started doing this, I started seeing how my body would get more toned, I would suggest anybody that is watching this to actually go and see the importance of fasting for long hours. And I'm also gonna put up some information so you can see for yourself. Also, something that I did was I cut down dairy products, and I'm telling you guys, this is life-changing because I would get pimples all the time and I didn't know from what. No milk, no yogurt, no cheese, none of that. And if you really think about it, we don't need dairy foods. Milk, actually, it doesn't give you calcium, it takes away the calcium in your body. Instead, get your protein from meat, chicken, eat fish. Legumes are really good if you're not really into meat. Eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruits, and make sure they're organic. Now, moving on to the lifestyle changes that I made, what I started to do was I would try my best to limit my screen time. Instead of staying on my phone for long hours, I would try my best to distract myself in other things. I know it can be hard sometimes, and I know we all have the urge to just go on TikTok, watch some videos, keep scrolling on Instagram. This is something we all fancy doing, right? But look, I'm not telling you cut it down completely. No, stay up to date, but moderately. Also, speaking about phones, try to not charge your phone when you're sleeping, and that is because it can actually cause cancer, and there's a lot of radiation that is coming out of this charged phone. I'm gonna put more information up here so you can read more about the effects of actually sleeping while you're charging your phone. Now, second lifestyle move was getting more sunlight. Obviously, you need that vitamin D. Next would be sleeping early. You probably heard it many times. Sleeping early is going to change your life. As long as you get your 8 hours of sleep, you're good. Now, you can get that from sleeping early and waking up early. For example, sleep at 11, wake up at 8. Or sleep at 10, wake up at 7. There is a stage, I'm going to put the information up here, that you can't fall into unless you sleep early. And that's why it's really important for us to sleep early, because then we're not going to go into a deep sleep state. And if you don't go into that deep sleep state, it's going to affect your next day, because you're going to wake up still remembering most of the things that happened to you the day before and not feeling good. So why would you do that? Just sleep early. Trust me, it's worth it. Also, when it comes down to genuinely leveling up, when it comes down to even my mental state, would be to try to educate myself as much as possible and try to learn something new every single day. You can do that by reading books, by watching podcasts, by having conversations with people that you can learn things from or have more experience than you. Just try your best to always learn something new and become a better person. And of course, praying had a big toll on my life. When you pray, there's faith, there's hope. It gives you positivity, it gives you energy, God gives you power. You need to pray. Never underestimate the power of prayer, because it works. Always practice gratitude. This is what I would do. It genuinely changed my life because it would make me enjoy the little things. And look behind me, it says, enjoy the little things. Last but not least, I want to talk about the products that genuinely I had to just remove out of my life because they are so toxic. If you're putting on products that aren't good for you, your body is gonna eventually absorb it, and that is gonna cause issues later on. I'm just gonna list them. First things first, toothpaste. Make sure you're using toothpaste with no fluoride. Fluoride actually blocks your pineal gland. I'll also put information up here. You can go and read more about how important this gland is, because it actually connects you to a higher power. It makes you woke, and unfortunately in today's world, they want to keep us sleeping. They don't want us to know what is going on. Also, make sure your deodorants are free of parabens and aluminium and alcohol. They be putting out some really harmful chemicals in these deodorants that we use on a daily basis. Yeah guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys genuinely found this video helpful. I hope that you learned something new. And if you like this video and you want to see more, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below what you want to see next. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.